Hello, I'm alive. It is Wednesday, my dudes, and back with more oxygen not included. The heat wave is starting to rear its head, but my room is still decently cool at the moment. I have got my big fan on, so that's probably helping. But yeah, let's jump in. So I just thought I'd look at the load screen to start with. Like, we've actually dug out over half of the map now, so that's pretty good. Yeah, let's load in, and we'll go to option not included audio in a minute. Yes, it's been a good day. I'm running out of work to do at work. I'm finishing all my projects. So I've got to ask for more work. That's going to be kind of annoying because half the team's on annual leave. Maybe I should just book some leave. I haven't got too many days left though. So we're just loading in. And what I'm going to do today is we're going to fix the Sulfur tamer so that it actually comes out cold. And I'm going to set up the Sweetle and the Grubgrub branches. Oh yeah, I had a look at the Bartol map as well. I was just curious about that. But we are not doing that today. So that should not cause any problems. I don't think it will. Anyways, let's go back to should not included audio. Right. I don't think having the Bartol mod open or loaded will actually do anything on this map. I don't think it changes anything on its own. Well, I guess we're about to find out. But yes, we're dumping in some sulfur over here, and the geyser is actually dormant at the moment, so maybe this wasn't the best time to do this. This reactivates in 40 cycles. But what we can do is we can sort this room out a little bit. Because what I want to do is I think I want to move the vent, put the robo miner somewhere else. We do need the robo miner, unfortunately, to get rid of some of the tiles, because occasionally it will form a tile when you load in with this setup. So we can just do all of this because the geyser's dormant. So we're gonna delete this, and in terms of where it's gonna go, I think I will just have all of these pipes merge up, and it'll just come out of one vent. That will save some space. And then we can fit all of this stuff in here. Because there's a glitch when you add to a pile on the ground with a very small quantity, it doesn't adjust the heat. So the heat of the initial pile is like the heat of this area, and then the cooler blobs don't decrease temperature as they get added. So we need to rethink this a little bit. So that'll be the first thing we do. So I think I'll keep this stuff here. And then these pipes will all come out here. And I can just connect them all directly up here. I don't think that's going to cause any issues. And what we'll do is... I mean, what I'll do at the moment is I'll just put in a little blob of liquid just to allow us to get in here and vent the room. But that's the first thing we'll do. But eventually we're just going to seal this up. So this doesn't actually need to be insulated tile. This could be regular tile. Here we are. So we actually have a use for the robo miner here. So it's going to grab all the tiles. If we put it down here, we have the auto sweeper here, conveyor loader here. The only thing we can't do at the moment is fit the we put a gas pump in here as well. What if I do this? So we put the auto miner up here. We then fit the conveyor loader down here. Hold on. There's a better way of doing that. If I fit the conveyor loader here, I can put the auto sweep here. I don't think there's any way of fitting all of these items together in one block. There is if I'm creative. I'm gonna try it, but we may just need to pump. Actually, I know what we can do. We can just have a mini gas pump in here. That should solve that. So let's just put the robo miner here. We'll have that was the wrong button. Have the auto sweeper up here, because this shouldn't need to be active too long and it shouldn't have too high a quantity of gas. Actually, I'm actually trying to fit it in this gap here. I don't think there's actually enough room to put all of these things. You know, I'm eventually going to seal this in anyways. We do need this to be a mesh tile. Yeah, I don't think there's any way of actually doing it, so... For now, we're just gonna do it and delete the gas pump at the end. Actually, you know what would make more sense? Let's put the auto sweeper here. And then the conveyor loader go here. We can save a little bit of rail. Looks like everyone else has got some other things to do. Let's make this all priority 9. And we'll just dump some oil in here for now. And then mini gas pump will go here, I suppose. Ah, I don't like how that looks. I guess it doesn't really matter how we arrange it now. I'm just going to make it slightly different. Sorry. Brilliant content. Yeah, let's just do it like this. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just have the rail come down here. Deconstruct these. And we'll just fill this with oil. And then that can just vent out here into the chlorine. Then we can power everything. So that can go like this. There we go. We can deconstruct that. And then once this room is vented, we should be able to cool it just with the sulfur output. That should cool everything. Do we have any cold liquids? I don't think we do. I think all of the liquids are just in whatever state they are in at the moment, and we just have to deal with that. So I guess we'll dump a very small amount of oil in. Okay, that'll do. We just want to gas seal the room. Also, I'm an idiot, aren't I? There's I need to replace this. Because at the moment it's going to be trying to pump the oil. I mean, it says it's working. I just leave it there and see if it works. We can sweep up this oil, because we don't want that. So in the meantime, we've done a few things. So last stream, we set up some oil wells, and we're currently running them instead of the electrolyzers, because we have enough oxygen. Or actually, I think we produce so much water that we are running both of them at the moment. Yeah, these are still running. Haven't quite run out of water yet. And we connected the top base to the bottom base. And we put in a vertical wind tunnel in the shaft, which I thought was really funny. And we got some more Draco ranches up here. And we're going to put the Sweetle ranches in as well. I'm just trying to figure out where they're going to go. I mean, at the moment, all the sulfur has been dumped here. So we've got 50... We've got like 50 tons of sulfur here. That'll be enough to get the Sweetles going. And I think what I'll do is I'll actually just... I'll keep it simple, and I'll have the Sweetles immediately below the Dracos. And then I'll just figure out how I'm going to do that. Because I think what I'm going to do is... I just want the animal population. I don't need them to tend the plants. So we'll have Sweetles in this block here. And then we'll have one grub fruit plant for them to tend. So they'll occasionally tend, and we'll occasionally get some grub eggs, but we'll still mostly get Sweetle eggs. And then we'll have some grubs as well, and they will be free to roam, and they'll tend the other plants. And what I'll probably even do is I'll put a critter drop-off point in here, and we might try and auto-wrangle grubs and drop them off in these rooms. In fact, what we could do is we could put a conveyor chute in each of these rooms with the farms, and make it so that it drops in one grub at a time, or an egg. It's probably not going to have 100% uptime, but that sounds like a fun little project for today. I've not got a huge amount of time because Sarah came back from London and we caught up and stuff and had dinner. So I'll probably keep going for another 3 hours. Probably not more than that. Yeah, this is actually working, which is good. Yeah, I think this is fine. It's just annoying that you can't put the auto sweeper there, because if we could have put a big gas pump in. But I think we can live with that. So we don't need this anymore. Once this is vacuumed, we're just going to grab all this stuff and we're going to seal it in again. Because we're not going to want to come back in here. Yeah, what else did we do yesterday? We got the sauna working, so we have a steam pipe that is full of low pressure steam that is filling this, and then any excess steam gets pumped back to this cool steam vent where it goes through the steam turbine again. So basically taking steam out of this room and putting it in this room, and that's turning it into water. And then occasionally we're using some of that for the sauna. And because we've got the piping here, and because, like, we've got the sauna here and it takes quite a long time to use, I'm just going to straight up remove the hot tub. We're not going to do the hot tub here, we're just going to have 2 saunas. And the top base is still very, very cold. I mean, we're definitely trying to keep this food frozen, but it is keeping the area a bit cold. This area over here is a little bit hotter, but this sulfur is not releasing any heat. It's just hot sulfur. The best way to release the heat from that is to do the grub, the Sweetle ranches. So we will do that today. What I can do is... I'll just set this up like this. And then we'll disconnect it at the end. And then I can just hook that up like this. We can deconstruct that. And then the room is pretty much finished. We could actually, because these are 3 wide, and it will be symmetrical, we can put some metal statues in. Why not? Why not? The amount of decor you get from these metal statues is insane, and we have gold, so we can just make gold statues. It's not going to cause any problems. Yeah, there we go. We've actually got a lot of decorating errands for people to do. And at the moment, we're just dumping all of the oil in here. I'm not sure what we're going to do with it yet. Some polluted water did land on the top, which is mildly annoying. We need to sweep these a little bit. But yeah, we dug up most of the map. What I'm trying to do as well is I'm going to try and find and kill all the shove voles, because we don't need them. We don't need them, and they're going to make a mess of things. We may have already killed them all. If we ever need any more, we can get them from the regolith asteroid, but I'm not really concerned about that. Yeah, Ren's in the wind tunnel. So what I've done here is I've actually got lights under here, 2 of them, and they're triggered by this wattage sensor, which only turns on when this is in use. Because I can't fit a dupe motion sensor in here, so we used a wattage sensor instead. We have airflow tiles top and bottom, so all the gas can flow in and out without any issues. So I don't think we're going to get any pop eardrums from this. And then we sealed it off with doors and made it a creation room with these corner moddings. And that's how I like to do vertical wind tunnels. We're just going to have the one. I don't want the dupes to be spending all their time in here. And we need a liquid output as well. That is fine. The liquid output is actually really hot from a sauna, even if you use cold steam. Like it says, the water temperature will be the output temperature of the input materials. That is a lie, because I put 10-degree steam in there and it comes out with 80-degree water. So it's just a straight up lie. I'm sure there is a way of piping in very small quantities of steam, super chilling that steam, having it come out as water at 80 degrees and generating heat from that. But I am not going to bother. But yeah, there we go. Official steam room. These plants are not quite getting enough water, and some of them are getting a bit cold. I'm not too worried about that at the moment. And it looks like we've got all the chlorine out of here, but there's still some carbon dioxide. As we'll do those tasks as well. And in the meantime, we're hiring more dupes. We're up to 27 dupes, and we're going to go up to 40, because we can fit 40 people in a space. We have way too much food at the moment. We're going to produce more food from all of these ranches. And we have a good amount of oxygen as well, so we should just hire more dupes. And in the meantime, they're digging out the map. Because I want to find and isolate these plug slugs. What priority is this all set to? It's all set to priority 8. Okay. I've learned that what I actually want to do instead of priority 9ing everything is priority 8 everything. Because then, if I find something that really needs doing, I can priority 9 it. But yeah, I think for now we'll do that. I'm gonna dig up the polluted stuff. Actually, let's not dig up the polluted stuff. Let's leave that sealed in. Yeah, that'll do. We're gonna eat the plug slugs as well, because we don't want them consuming our metal ores. And we have no use for them. So, unfortunately, they have to go. And then we want to grab this as well. That should do. At this stage, I'm just letting all the slime lung out, and we'll deal with the gases. I just want it all gone. And we'll go up to this polluted oxygen vent. And I don't think we're going to go any further than that. So let's dig all of this out. And I guess I'll do that as well. Okay, that's fine. Circuit overloaded. What? Where? Ow. Oh, we just got a steam turbine that's a bit happy. That's probably fine. Well, it doesn't seem to be fine. What's going on? Why do we have 5 steam turbines connected to this line? Why did I think that was okay? Actually, why are the hydrogen generators on? Guess we are already using all that power at the moment. Yeah, wastage is pretty low. Well, it's stopped again now. Must have just been all that cobalt losing the heat. I should probably put those on their own separate line. However, I am not really that interested in doing that at the moment. I guess we've got some time to do that. Let's keep expanding this down here. Yeah, it certainly feels hotter today. The fish tank is not too hot, but I think it will get hotter over time. You know, I'm just gonna leave it there for now. Dig all of this. I decided what I'm gonna do with all this uranium. I'm gonna, on this map anyways, I'm gonna melt it, and I'm gonna use that liquid uranium as coolant for metal refineries. To get some super hot temperatures somewhere. Rather than using it as fuel. God damn it, I've done the thing I always do. There you go. Guess you guys are going to build this very quickly now, because you don't have anything better to do. That's fine. You know what I'm going to do while you're here? I'm going to just get you to build all these storage bins. There you go. We removed all the doors because we didn't need to restrict access in here. People don't go in here unless they're replacing the transformers. There's nothing for them to do. So we'll do that. I guess we can technically keep putting in deodorizers, but I think we're past that stage now. We probably won't be when we dig up the bottom of the map, so I'll put the deodorizers in anyways. And who we got? We got Paku. We don't need Paku. You have operating and branching, and we need both of those. So, hello, Steve. Because eventually, when the sour gas boiler is up and running, that's all everyone's going to be doing, is operating and ranching. They're going to be operating all the oil wells. They're going to be ranching all the critters. So, we'll just keep grabbing skills in the meantime. May you can have farming, I suppose. Looks like we've got people's morale quite high now. I might start taking more skills again. If people have stuff to do with them. Might as well just have people who can do a bit more of everything. Okay. And Steve, we're going to tell you immediately to go into base, because otherwise we will scold yourself. And Steve's priorities. Wow, I haven't given the last 3 dupes priorities. That's rough. Yeah, that's probably fine. Bert never had any priorities. Oh, he had these ones. Oh, that's funny. Looks like all the carbon dioxide has been eaten from down here. In fact, that's not what's happened. What's happened? Actually, it is what's happened. This has been eating all the carbon dioxide from down here. That's not what we really wanted. I think we need to hook up a sensor to this. So let's put a gas element sensor here. And we want it to not activate if it detects carbon dioxide here. Wait, no, that's not right. We want it to turn on if it detects carbon dioxide here. No. We want it to turn on if it detects carbon dioxide there. So we'll do that. That makes sense. Because we don't want to starve these plants. I just wanted to get rid of it all from over here. And it looks like that will happen. Okay, that room's almost done. You guys can just priority 9 all of this, because I just want to get this built. And I may as well just keep building those for now. Just extend this all the way down here. There we go. Good timing. Then we'll do all the wires. Oh, I haven't turned the light on. There we go. That'll help. Every watt conductive wire will go here. And then that's all connected there. Good, good. And what we want to do is we want to take... We just want to take the steam turbines that are hooked up here. And instead of having them go over here and connect to these... We actually want this wire to go like this. So that will feed in over here. Then we'll send it down here, bridge across, bridge these two, cut these lines. I'll priority yellow these. And then we can unpause. And this line will just send down here. Never built a ladder here. That would have been handy. And then that wire can just connect. Yeah. That will do. And we'll make sure that that is all done first. Yes, that should work. And people are still doing these yellow alert tasks first. So that's good. Here's our polluted ice. We've got some at minus 104. We're not going to freeze the ethanol, are we? I believe not. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, this room must be empty by now. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we can deconstruct this. And then we just need to dump something cold in. We just need to dump something in here that's gonna be cold. So allow manual use, sweep only. And then what I'll do is I'll just put some cold mafic rock from space in here. Something that will off gas. I'm not sure. We need to sweep everything up in here. Because we've got some... Oh wow, we've got all 3 people using oil wells. No, we've got just 2. Okay, that's fine. Because I just want to make sure that it comes out chilly. I guess the sulfur will just interact with these. If the sulfur comes out cold enough, it probably will chill it down. So let's just set this to like -5. and then we'll just seal it off after it's emptied. We won't bother with any of this. Then that can just be. Actually, hold on. I'm an idiot. I'll just set this to all, and then that will get swept. Aha! I'm a genius. You're gonna grab it all anyways. That's fine. But that should solve most of this issue. This is just here because when you load the game, if there's a blob of sulfur mid-transit, it can form a tile. So it shouldn't normally be used. Which is good because it generates heat. Actually, I suppose all of this stuff generates heat. I guess we do. Oh, maybe we do need to put some gas in here then. We just need to put some cold gas in here. Oh my god, we need to put some cold gas in here. You know what that means? We get to run a gas pipe through this thing, which I planned ages ago, specifically for this purpose. Right, okay, let's do it. And that's what goes in the final. That's what goes in the final thing here. All right, we did it. We solved the problem. So all we need to do is break off the hydrogen pipe, bring it over here, we'll bridge it in here, and then we should be able to connect all of this up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build ladders here, and instead of putting the pipe here, we're going to connect over here. I knew I would have a reason for having a giant cold gas block here. I mean, this isn't much of a reason, but it's something, goddammit. So I can connect onto here, and then I believe we just connect this all up, and then we cancel the errands. But what we actually do is we snake it over like this. There we go. And then we connect it to some insulated pipe down here. And the only thing is, even if it is insulated pipe, gas is still probably going to heat up a little bit. But that should be fine. It doesn't need to be like minus 100. It just needs to be cold enough that this will work. So you don't need that there. Send it around like this. Because at least this bit is insulated. And then we'll just send it up like this. Okay. Yes, I like this. Only thing is, it's probably going to freeze this oil. So I think what we do is we disconnect this, we seal the room, and then we start pumping the gas in. Okay, what's overheating? Hydrogen generator. Yeah, that checks out. We'll replace you with a gold one. Hold on, hold on, hold on. What's going on with my frames? I guess my internet just crapped out. Apologies. Oh, poor Ruby. You are not meant for this task. This does need to be built. Yeah, this water is almost freezing in the pipes, but it's not quite, because we are putting in some hot water from the saunas. So why have we just got polluted dirt in here? It's not very cash money. Don't want polluted oxygen in our base. It's gross. Gross and it smells bad. Okay, there you go. Anything else we need to do over here? We can set all of these, build these, and set these all to level 1 sweep only. Because eventually we're going to start doing a big debris sweep, and we'll fill these all up. Just to save on performance, but that's only when we really run out of things to do. Yeah, this is where all the refined metal ends up. We actually need more people to come in here. So, I think... Let's see, how much wolframite do we have? We have 5.6 tons. I think we do start refining that to tungsten as well. There are other planets to find wolframite on, and we don't necessarily need it here. So let's do that, because we need to just generate more heat in here. What are we out of? We're not out of refined carbon. We're not out of iron. We're not really done with steel, but we'll do the tungsten anyways. We'll want tungsten at some point. Right, well, it looks like these wires are done. So this is the new wire here. Yeah, and that connects up. None of these are active at the moment, of course. That should solve that issue. What are our water reserves like? They're actually very low. There's no water coming from anywhere else, so I'm going to turn these off. Everywhere's dormant at the moment, but we've got so much oxygen, we're just going to leave it here. Yeah, so these are set to priority 1. To priority 8. This stuff over here is all priority 8. I'm going to set this priority 8 as well. I wanted to do this a while ago. We'll get all of that finished off. And then... Oh, this needs to be priority 9. Get the thing working. Get the hydrogen generator rebuilt. And then all of this stuff can be priority 9. Yeah, there we go. Oh. I do like prioritizing stuff. You guys seem to have enough to do. What are you grabbing? Oh, you're grabbing gold. I guess it's as good a source of gold as any. And we're still using this polluted water, so I don't want to do too much with it. Okay, look. You can stop. How much? You've swept 13.4 tons of oil. Good job, Otto. I should have thought about that one. I guess we can deconstruct these mesh tiles now. How to do an infinite liquid storage. Just put a mesh tile here and have a dupe sweep for all eternity. Actually, now that I think about it, can you do that with sweepy docks? Will they just sweep liquids indefinitely? Dock stores liquids and solids gathered by the thing. It probably wouldn't be infinite because it would probably try and store it in a dock, and if it fails, it would just stay on the robot. That would be kind of funny if you could just infinitely liquid storage this way, just have a giant bottle of liquid. But I don't think that's how that works. Right, let's set this to carbon dioxide. And that should work again now. So we should get some more gas in here. But it's also the fact we've got polluted oxygen down here is not helping. And while I'm here, put some more metal statues in here. We'll just do that because that's symmetrical. I guess I'm fine putting one over there as well, actually. That'll be fine. And I'll put one here as well, because that lines up with this one. There's really no reason not to do that. And we actually missed out on some water molding over here, crown molding over here. But let's do that as well. Stuff's getting done pretty quickly with 28 dupes. I mean, it's not going too quickly, but that's because I'm on speed 1, which is my favorite speed. Yeah, this metal tile has really helped. This area here is heating up a lot, but the oil is staying below steel damaging temperature. So that is okay. I should probably build the oil well for that, just so that I know where it is. That's something we can do in a minute. I kind of want to spend today's stream wrapping up a few small jobs before we move on to the bigger stuff again. Because there's a few loose ends I've been meaning to tie up. Right, this is mostly finished. We need to put... let's see, if we do this... That should work. Yeah, we just got a few loose ends that we just want to wrap up. This is definitely one of them. Sweetle and Grubgrub branches is another. And probably, yeah, probably just this oil well. We've got a whole mess of things around here. I should probably actually deal with that. Oh, one thing we need. We absolutely need a gym. But I still need to think about the best way I'm going to do a gym. Because I don't want I don't want dupes to go to the gym unless we've got literally nothing to do. And we're going to restrict it to new dupes only, but I think that's what we're going to use this space for here. Yeah, you guys are getting all this pipe built pretty quick. Built this pipe here by accident. Grapes. And I think we can, let's see, we did build the gas pipe here, so I think we can just seal this off now. So we'll seal this, and then that will push the oil out. We'll have a tiny bit of oil in here. I think. We don't want to sweep it because that'll let all the other gases in. We just want the cold hydrogen. Okay, I think that's ready. So let's see how cold this gas actually comes out. So it comes in at 44 degrees. And you hook this up. And it immediately goes down super cold. What I'm more interested in is how much heat it actually leaks out of this igneous rock pipe. I was considering making this out of ceramic, but I think that would actually be overkill for what we're doing. But I think we will just want super cold hydrogen here. And we can use this to condense a lot of things. We can use it to condense chlorine, we can use it to condense carbon dioxide. If we really want. Yeah, let's see what happens. So this is at minus 91. So yeah, it is actually losing the chill quite quickly. So I'm not going to want to run this all the time. Yeah, that pipe is already quite cold. Actually, I think we just built it at 15 degrees. It's not losing too much heat now. Yeah, that's going to be very cold. So we push the oil in here, but that's... Oh, this is the genius of it. It's actually going to get... It's actually going to get frozen and then put in the thing. That's what's going to happen. Also, my internet's being really bad, and I don't know why. Just not really functioning, sorry. Right, let's see what happens. So this should start cooling everything right down. Then it overpressurizes, which is fine. I don't know what I'm actually going to do with the rest of the gas in this pipe. Let's actually cut this off. We don't need this much gas going in there. I mean, we didn't actually take that much heat out of this ice, because there's so much chill in this ice that we can just take from it endlessly. So maybe we just leave it in the pipe. So this is now at about 2 degrees. Okay. Well, it's not gonna freeze the oil, but that's fine. Either way, that room is cool enough now that when the sulfur comes in, it should be okay. So, I think that's done. Now. We'll see if that works in 40 cycles. Okay. So let's actually build the Sweetle ranches up here. So how are we going to do this? Well, we'll have the grooming station. Sweetles will run around, and they will need a plant. We're probably going to have a critter drop off just for the eggs. Have a sensor, we'll have a notifier. Have an auto sweeper. And we'll need loaders. Oh, we need a feeder. That's what we need. So that feeder can go... That feeder can go here. Oh, not a conveyor loader. An actual critter feeder. I guess we can make that out of copper. And then we'll need a conveyor for eggs. And ultimately we'll need a conveyor for sucrose and stuff as well. Yeah, so we're going to do something like that. So the two different conveyors. This isn't going to be the mass production or anything. But we might as well do it like this. And then we can put plastic tile here. We don't need any liquid here. I don't know why I made these tiles out of granite. I should have just made them out of plastic initially, but it is what it is. And then... Oh, right, we need the plant as well. We need at least one plant to tend, I think. Actually, what we could do is we could put this farm tile here. And then put the loader up there. Yeah, and then we can do it like this. So the Sweetles should all stay in this room. They'll have one plant to tend. This can be set to 8 critters. We'll need a pile over here. And then this will all need power. My internet has been really bad tonight. Have you noticed anything, Neo? Because it says I've got lots of drop frames. Like, the speed just hasn't been up to snuff. I think I'm just gonna have to keep going. It doesn't look like it's too bad. But it's definitely not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Anywho, I don't think we need any gases in here. This just needs to be a grubroot plant. Okay. Yeah, because I've noticed a load of drop frames on my end. No, it's on my side tonight. We do need to send someone back to the teleporter. It doesn't need to be anyone fancy, just someone with low skills. you don't need to do anything while you're there. We just need eggs, and we need seeds. So I think we just send Lindsay. Lindsay can go. Yeah, it says on my end it's better now. Don't know what happened. It's not too much of a problem. So let's have a look on the other planet, because we do have loads of Sweetles. I picked the wrong moment to switch over. Yeah, there's loads of Sweetles. Are there any eggs? Let's see. No. Oh, we don't have anyone. We don't have anyone on the planet, so we won't know. That's fine. We'll just send Lindsay over. You'll get there eventually. It's not you. One of you is Lindsay. There's quite a few of you. There you are, Lindsay. You look fast, but that's only because you're going past Steve in comparison. There you go. Yeah, we got a real mix of dupe speeds going on. This is not the high end. In fact, you can just unequip your suit, and we'll drop that off in here. And we'll just get you to grab all the seeds and eggs and come back. So it looks like you have a good amount of random meat lying around that you can eat. That's nice. Okay, what we got now? So we've got 3 Sweetle eggs. And 1 Grubgrub egg. Oh, that's convenient. And we're probably going to incubate those, because we need the heat on the other planet as well. So you can load this with Grubgrub eggs, Sweetle eggs, and grubfruit seeds. How many grubfruit seeds do we have? We should have a lot. We have 32. Yeah, that sounds good. And then you'll get the... You know what, don't bother with these. These could be priority 5 because you have meat you can eat. You're actually a chef. We should put in a grill. That would be nice. Just in case. So I guess you can do that as well. I'll be in food, man. Yeah, that sounds fine. Just let you get on with that for a little bit. What we got? Who we got? What's the dupes? Alright, so this guy is operating and tidying. He has a skill and he has increased machinery. But he does have, and he has increased food morale bonus. But he does have decreased calories. I'm going to take him anyways, because calories is not an issue. It just straight up isn't an issue. We've got 2.5 million calories. So Turner joins the colony. And he can have operating. And before you do anything, we're going to move you to the base. And go in here. Looks like the Oxyferns have sorted themselves out again, which is nice. And yeah, you can prioritize operating. And these things as well, I suppose. Yeah, that's fine. In the meantime, what have you all actually been doing? I mean, you built this. You need to fill this with sulfur. So what we don't have over here is room for a chute. Well, we can move this. We can move the loader and put it here. Because this auto sweep can reach over here. We'll have that up there. And then this conveyor where all the sulfur is coming from and run up here, and we'll just drop all of the stuff directly down here. I wanted to split the sulfur evenly between these two rooms. Because I think what we're going to do is we're going to have... It's not exact numbers, but we're going to have 2 Sweetle branches and 1 Grubgrub branch, and that should be basically good enough. So we'll just send that conveyor around here, and we'll pop it up here. And we'll just immediately duplicate this whole setup down here. Let's see. That will do. Yeah, that seems okay. And then we're going to want incubators. These areas up here are already warm enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the incubators down here to help heat this space. And then in terms of the wire, this wire is actually very close to being used. What's actually on this wire? Lots of things. We do have a thermo actuator on this line. That seems irresponsible. Where is that thermo actuator? Yeah, so it's plugged in there. I really should just put some extra consumers down here and separate that line. This should not be connected. So that's prioritize this. And then we can priority 9 this wire. And then we'll just keep hooking everything up, and this will be the just the general base wire for this place. Oh, we can't have eggs in here, because then the room will be full. I guess we can't to start. I guess to start, we'll load this ranch and we'll just put the incubators in here. Four is probably reasonable. And we actually want to run them because we want the heat as well. And we have loads of power, so... I'm not going to bother automating this. In fact, I might even do this. No, that's going to be too much power for one line. Maybe I'll just do this. That looks neater. Saves a bit of time. And then this will be set to just sulfur. Then we need automation wire down here as well. And then this can be send green signal if below 8. Same here. And then this can be top Sweetle idle. Yep. Then this one can be bottom. Bottom. Yeah, there we go, that's okay. So now we just need the chute to go here. That will drop half the sulfur in this room and half the sulfur in this room. Which is what we want. Have we got the grubfruit seeds yet? We do not. I imagine Lindsay has been busy doing other things. So you're currently storing all the meat. And then you're going to go build the wire, and then you're going to go do everything. Oh, and you need water for the wash basin. What happened? Got water over here. You can do something with... You could definitely do something with this water. Yeah, that'll do. There is still more stuff we need to do on this planet. We've got an aluminium volcano we need to tame. Might as well tame this. But I'm not in any hurry. There's the Grubgrub egg. We have some time on that. Sweetle eggs, have some time on them as well. I don't think you can wrangle critters and bring them through. So we'll just keep grabbing eggs as they arrive. Yeah, you're just grabbing all the food and putting it here. I guess it's important, but that's not exactly what we need you to do. Okay, well, that certainly works. And I need to figure out what's going on with these. So this is the egg line. then this will be the sucrose line, I think. Yeah, so we'll just connect these up like this. And conveyor bridge over that. And then that will just hook straight on here. So you can be meat and eggs. Are they even set to meat as well as eggs? They are, that's good. You're still going to build that. Lindsay, you were very slow, and you're too busy storing all this food instead of actually doing anything productive. I think I'm actually just going to yellow alert this. I don't want to wait on Lindsay to just do this. So not only do we want Sweetle eggs, we want Grubgrub eggs too. There you go. You're over here. Sweep this up as well. And that egg will go through. So that egg should end up over here. And that's going to end up with where all of our metals are, but that's fine. So we just need to set these to Sweetles. And I'm going to set this one on the end for the Grubgrub. Although we can't do it yet. Right, what do you got left to do? I guess you're going to be grabbing these Grubgrub seeds from Grubfruit seeds for a while. We shouldn't actually need more than 2. So once we have 2, we can just turn this off. We just need the eggs. Yeah, that will do. So disable that. Yeah, that's fine. Is there anything else I need to do over here? I suppose I would start setting up the Grubgrub branch as well. And that would look a bit different. So I don't think we'd have the door on this one. I think we would let the Grubgrubs roam wild in here. I mean, I think we still keep the Grubgrubs in here. We seal them off. And then we distribute Grubgrub eggs one at a time to any room with plants in it. I think that's what we do. So We just have 6 Grubgrubs in here. And we just do exactly the same thing as we've got for the Sweetles, except we feed them with the sucrose. And this isn't the exact ratio. We're going to end up with slightly too little sucrose for these guys. So, considering we're going to actually have excess Grubgrubs, because they're going to be running around other rooms, I think it actually makes the most sense for us to just do 3 Sweetle ranches on 1 Grubgrub branch. Yeah, we'll just copy this again. I mean, how much sulfur we got coming out of here? We've got 1.71 kilograms per second on average. Grubgrubs consume 20 kilograms per cycle. We're going to have 24 Grubgrubs. So that's going to be 480 kilograms per cycle. Yeah, this will handle all those Grubgrubs. Easy. So, yeah, we'll just literally copy this whole thing down here. Well, I'm glad I figured out what this base is for. Hold on, who's trapped? Has Lindsay got into trouble? Because we have you, Neo, and then we have Lindsay. You're both the same dude, but slightly different. Oh yeah, this needs to not be yellow alert. Where's Lindsay? Yeah, just go to Lou. And what's your bladder? Your bladder's very high. You gonna make it in time? Probably not. I should have taken it off yellow alert. Let's see if it happens. Yeah, there you go. We okay? Yeah, there you go. You did it. Good job. And we've already got a Sweetle. Yay. Haha. Nice. So we can plant the grub fruits in here now. And we'll just have one, because we mostly want Sweetle eggs. But we will want some Grubgrubs. And I think just one plant is a sweet spot. Yeah, Sweetle. You're a little baby, though. Babby is formed. Oh, I remember what I was going to do now. Instead of doing it like this, we're just going to hook it straight up. We're going to deconstruct this. And we're going to do weight plates here. Those weight plates will automate the sulfur. We'll set it to a high value, but once it's full, it'll turn the chute off. That's what we did before. And that just ensures the sulfur goes to each ranch equally. So I guess we have to deconstruct these. Wait, are you a rancher? You are a rancher. You just have a doctor's hat. It's fine. Bugs. I'm happy you can raise bugs in this game now. that was always missing. I mean, I guess you could have raised shine bugs, but shine bugs are lame. Sweetles are very cool. So I guess this one will be middle Sweetles. Bow middle Tom. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Good job. So we need weight plates. Yeah, this stuff's all built. I guess I'll just conveyor bridge this one over as well. I mean, well, actually, what I'll do, instead of doing that, I'll send the conveyor down here, because we're going to have the Grubgrubs here anyways. So we'll just do that one like that. So that's eggs and meat. And they won't actually eat the plants, so we do want the grub fruits to be harvested as well. Notification. Thank you. Plants have died. Oh, it's too cold for this. It's very cold for these guys. They need to be 15 degrees. We're working on it. We really need to heat this base up. We have a load of hot stuff down here. Do I literally just replace some of these metal tile, insulated tiles with metal tiles for now? Or is there a better way of doing it? There is probably a better way of doing it. I mean, these are generating 4.5 DTs each. It's not really a lot. Set each of these to below 2,000. And then we'll end up with a nice excess amount of sulfur in there. Actually, we don't want it to be too high. We'll just have it be 200. I mean, how much does a Sweetle weigh? I mean, that's a baby. Wow, baby weighs 50 kilograms. How much does an adult weigh? 50 kilograms. That doesn't make a lot of sense. I guess we set them to 500 kilograms. That should do. Yeah, there we are. I mean, for now, I just want these to grow, so maybe just build a temperature plate of something hot. Ice! Perfect. What a steal. Let's see. Hot metal. We've got loads of hot metal over here. Gold is at 77 degrees. Cobalt. I think we'll probably build some cobalt temperature plates. Just get some heat over there. And I'm very tempted to do the same over here, actually. I want to plant the buddy buds. Yeah, just bring most of the cobalt over here. Then we'll have that for building more stuff. So set these all, and then this one can be set to Grubgrubs. But let's see, these ones, we have them set to phosphorite. That one's set to edible. What about the eggshell? Aren't we dumping the eggshell in here? Yeah, we are. Will the excess eggs get dumped over here? So we should just be dumping eggshell from these as well. Did I do that? No. Let's do it. So that can be eggshell. This one can also be eggshell. These ones are phosphorite, but I just haven't built the conveyor for that yet because I'm not really fussed. We have enough phosphorite income from the other place. And then I suppose I'll build the Grubgrub branch as well. But we will do this one very slightly differently. Because what we actually want is... Yeah, I think we still want 6 in here, and then we just distribute the Grubgrubs elsewhere. I don't think we're going to have farms in here, because this is where we're breeding the critters. I mean, we could just have 7 Sweetles in each of these ranches. Have 1 Grubgrub here and have that do the farming. And then have 5 Grubgrubs in here. It's just to get the population up. We don't need it to be exact. And we probably realistically are going to end up farming in this space. So I think I will still separate it off. Eggs. Eggs for eggs. Yeah, these ones can be set to sucrose. Oh yeah, that's what these ones are for. These ones are for sucrose. So that can be in consumable ore. Copy, paste, paste. And then that conveyor line goes like this. Yeah. And I don't think we even need to automate this one, because we just want to dump all the sucrose in here. So that can just stay like that. Okay. And then we're going to get all the usual stuff, and then we're also going to get mud. And the mud will go somewhere else eventually. Need plastic tiles here. How are these temperature plates going? Are they actually heating up the area? They are, a little bit, and then that heat is immediately dissipating. Well, we're trying our best. It's not quite good enough. So deconstruct background buildings. do that now. Yeah, I think that will do. I think that will help. Yeah, the plant is heating up. All this stuff that we're adding in here is hot anyway, so it will eventually raise the temperature. And so will the incubators. This is slightly too many incubators. Okay, what's on this line? You know what? This line, instead of going like this, is actually going to go like this. Very savvy. Right. What do we want? Well, you're a digger and you have a skill already, but it's a skill you're interested in. Oh, you guys just aren't very good, are you? I don't think I really need a digger. You're not even that good. I guess we don't take any of you. Wow, the map is starting to look really empty. People are certainly getting on with the stuff. I'm going to try planting the buddy buds again. I don't necessarily need them to grow, I just want them to not immediately die. Same for these things. Don't mind if it's a little bit cold, I just want the plants to just not immediately just give up. We can try again with some more gold temperature plates. That might work. Oh, actually, I know what will work. Steel temperature plates. Because all the steel is in here. And it's still very hot. So yeah, we'll build some steel temperature plates. And then deconstruct them. That should help you some heat. How's it looking on the other planet? Have you finished with all the Sweetle and Grubgrub eggs? I'll put the grubfruit seeds on there again. And then Grubgrub eggs, Sweetle eggs. Maybe you'll just stay here for now. You can grab this as well. That's fine. Are there any other Sweetles we can reach? I don't think so. That's all Draco territory. Yeah, I think we've done a really good job at keeping the heat leak from coming out here. Might as well do eggshell to lime over here. You can send that over as well. Just to give you something else to do. And now you're mostly just going to be doing these. So that is dissipating some extra heat. Will it be enough to actually make a difference? Who knows? Well, the plants haven't completely died yet. They are still too cold. They need to be at least 15 degrees. And these guys will actually lay all the eggs without them, but we do want the plants there so they grub eggs. And get those. Anyways, this one will be set to the same settings as this one. And that conveyor will just hook up here. And that'll send the eggs and everything back. We did set this to do eggshell, didn't we? No. Let's just do that for all of those. And then this line is for mud, but we're not going to worry about that at the moment. We'll just leave that. There's other things to do. But yeah, we're getting the Sweetles moved over from the other planet. We're getting the Grubgrubs moved over. Well, we're getting the eggs moved over. It's just taking some time. And we're just trying to heat the base up a bit. Hey, Jess Jack, how you doing? You haven't missed too much. I had some internet issues and a bit of a late start. But what have we done? We fixed this. So we made this room... Well, we did make this room cold. What happened? We filled this room with really cold hydrogen, and it's all heated up. I guess it absorbed all of this heat. But that's all sealed off now. And what else did we do? We've just been building these ranches, really. What we're going to figure out, once we've got the critter population up, we're actually going to have 7 dudes in here. 7 Sweetles, 7 Sweetles, 7 Sweetles. And then 5 Grubgrubs in here. And we're going to have 1 Grubgrub each in these sections, and we're going to farm a load of plants. I don't think I'll do that with the Drecos. I think we'll just put industrial buildings here. But, yeah, other than that, we're just chilling, doing some decorating. Trying to not have these rooms just, like, completely freeze. Because we do want to build some plants. Actually, let's not deconstruct any of these until we built these. I need to shut my blind as well. Yeah, the heat wave continues, but the fish are okay. Took a short nap, trying to do some stuff at the sandbox, trying to figure out goals my 24-hour stream. I decided I'll have a hot tub stream. Oh, I'll just have to borrow the neighbor's hot tub, lol. Have fun. Let's set up this oil well. This does need doing. So, how's this one gonna look? Because there's no point just doing this, because then we're going to have a little gap there. I think what we do is we do this one slightly differently. So I think what we do is we build mesh tiles here, so that oil can build up in here a little bit. Then we put the pump here. Hydro sensor will go over here this time. Yeah, today I'm mostly just wrapping up odds and sods, because I don't have a huge amount of time today. This can be removed. Although, actually, we're just going to do something with that anyways. Can go there. Then oil well will go here as it did before. Then we'll need to deconstruct these. I actually removed my hot tub. We just put another sauna here because I thought the steam pipe is right here already. So we'll just put 2 saunas there and call it a day. And to be honest, with 2 saunas, I don't think this pipe would ever run out of steam. So this backup pipe probably doesn't even need to be here anymore. But I'm going to leave it in just in case. Because the last thing I want is steam exploding in the base. Why do we have glossy Drecklet eggs? Wait, no. Oh, okay. I need a bridge here. Because at the moment we're just dropping glossy Drecker eggs over here. And reloading them. That doesn't sound very good. I think you should figure out if you can generate power off a sauna. So, we can actually do that. That should actually be fairly easy. So, each sauna is 100 grams per second of water throughput. And if you pump that water in at the absolute minimum temperature you can, so you super cooling all the water down to minus 270. And then you turn it into 80-degree water. That's 350 degrees of difference. 350 times... I mean, let me get my calculator. I'll be right back. So anything to watch? I don't think anyone's doing anything over here. You can watch a sauna for a bit. I'll be right back. Yeah, thanks, I appreciate it. Okay. So, 350 degrees of heat difference. And then the actual steam has a specific heat capacity of 4.179, which I probably should have remembered. And then it's times 0.1 kilograms per second. So that is 146 kDTUs of heat from that. So if you had 2 of those, i.e. 2 saunas worth of output, that would be enough heat to go through a steam turbine, which would produce about 300 watts off of that, off of about 300 kDTUs of heat. And each sauna uses 120 watts. So the issue with that is you're then spending power chilling the water. So I don't think it would be power positive. I mean, if you ran a full thermo aquatuner to chill that water, that would cost... You'd have to have 12 saunas. A steam turbine won't run at 80, so you have to use an aquatuner. Oh yeah. There is that wrinkle too. I think the maths is complicated. I don't think it would be power positive, but I think it would be very close to power positive. If you recycled all the heat properly, you could probably run all of the saunas for free, but I don't think you would ever bother because it would be so much effort. There's no point. Right, these temperature plates didn't really work. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing that one on stream. Looks like we're actually getting some of the decorating done. Oh, I know what I should do. I should just make a load of kilns in here and refine a load of carbon. Like, we need to do that anyways. Oops, you have a new life for the next however many cycles. Your job is to refine carbon. Or actually, we'll just grab all the clay. We'll just grab all the clay and we'll do that. We'll just turn it all into ceramic right now. That should heat everything up in here. But we also need to fill this with sucrose. So sucrose goes here. And we can put grubgrubs and grubgrub wormlings here. That should actually be set to 6. And then this can be grubgrubs. Idle. Because we're not going to have more than one of these. At least not for now. And then this will just be set to mud. But for now, we're not going to do anything with that. And what I'm actually going to do is we'll copy these down here. Or we'll make that Sweetles. There you go. Who's starving? Steve is starving. That checks out. He's very slow. I think he'll be okay. Yeah, I have confidence in you, Steve. We have loads of slow dupes because we're hiring more dupes again. And something else I was going to do is I was going to replace all of these with paintings. So let's do that. That can just be buildings. It's a little too cold for some of these plants, and I don't want to keep fiddling with that. We have the reed fiber now, which is the main thing. We actually have an income of reed fiber. Well, it still says you're starving. You didn't get scolded, did you? You're just naturally this slow. Well, that's fine. As long as you don't wet yourself because you didn't make it there in time, that'll be fine. Yeah, now you're gonna go eat. But you're probably gonna go miss your sleep because you didn't eat. Yeah, there you go. You did it. You survived. Survived on this very inhospitable map. So we have 172 tons of clay because we dug up the whole map. These will produce 20 kDTs of heat each. So we literally just tell them to cook all of the clay, send it all up here, and we'll go fetch that. Also, my internet has been kind of crapping out tonight, so apologies if you're getting buffering. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. It's not normally like this. Yeah, those temperature plates didn't really help, so we're just going to add the heat directly. Yeah, but leaky oil fish on your sandbox map, it says eruption 600 every 600. Is that a bug? No, it isn't. Leaky oil fishes are very weird. Unlike other fishes or geysers which have an active period and a dormancy, or an eruption period and an active period. The leaky oil fisher will never stop being active. It will only be running or dormant. And I don't know why they did it like that. They could have just had it eruption period be like 300 seconds every 420 seconds or whatever, and then have a dormancy period of 0. Maybe they just didn't code it that way. But That's basically what that does. You should expect it to be erupting just most of the time. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen it go dormant. But I haven't really looked. Yeah, I guess we're building these all out of gold. That gold is hot as well, that's not a problem. So I basically just want to keep sending the eggs over from the other planet and start taming these guys. That's the goal today. So we're probably just going to go another 5 cycles. Because my internet's crapping out. And I don't have a lot of time tonight, unfortunately. But we can at least cook a load of clay. There we go. It's generating a nice amount of heat, but it's dissipating very quickly. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting quirk of the game's programming. How many of these are we going to have? You know what I'm very tempted to do? I'm very tempted to just literally do this whole bit. I'm just going to send everyone... We've got all of this labor, we're just going to send everyone on a mission to grab all of the clay and drop it over here. Because we're going to need it all doing at some point. We might as well just save ourselves the time. We'll even make some storage bins and they can just go and grab all of the clay. Because I'm sure it's all just like on the bottom of the map somewhere. We're not going to use the clay for anything else. And while they're doing that, I can finish this oil well as well. So we need automation wire. That can go like this. That can be set to above, I think it's 500 I set these to. No, 600, okay. Set that to 600. And then... let's see. Our normal thing would fit. But maybe we'll do something a bit different today. Yeah, we'll do something a little bit different for this one. We'll put the gas pump there. And we'll put the Atmos sensor here. And go like this. And then we can have the motion sensor here. The light here. And then we'll actually send this down to this level. And we can do something with this. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do that. That seems reasonable. Do we have room for a door? We do. Very nice. And I guess I'll just put this here. Oh. So, with the soil well being here, we actually almost have room to do like a full ranch over here. We probably do have room to do a full ranch. I mean, how many tiles is this? Yeah, we could do a full ranch over here. I haven't done the puff ranches yet because that's going to require a bit more thought. I've got to admit, I'm very tempted to not stream tomorrow and just plan it out and then stream on Friday the puff branches. It's just going to require a bit more effort. Let's see. That power wire is for consumers. So I think we'll just send this over here as well. That seems fine. And then in terms of plumbing, that's the bathroom loop. We don't really want to send water from the bathroom loop. I think we just send the water over here. But we would have an insulated pipe here. Because we're going to have this be part of the base. But it shouldn't use... It shouldn't use any pipes for the puff branching. So this shouldn't be a problem. And then, equally, we'll insulate this oil. And we'll bridge it over here. And that oil will need to go in a separate pipe. So we'll just send that one down here. Like this. Yes. There we go. That will do. And then finally we need to vent this room. Again, we mostly just ended up with oxygen here. So, because it's outside the base, I don't want to just send in all the dupes and have them hang out, because then I'll have to move all the suits back. I mean, I could do that, because the suit dock is only here. You know what, that sounds funny, I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to do that. That sounds funny. But we'll get everything else built first. We'll fill these with clay. So that would be... not agriculture. Cultivatable soil. Although, if you're using clay as soil, I think you've done something wrong. I don't think there's any reason to do it. Unless you just don't have access to dirt. And I'm trying to think of a case where you just wouldn't have access to dirt. Doesn't seem very likely. Seems like it's going to take forever to heat this place up. This is pretty much going to be a full-time operation. But if we get some people on storing the clay here, then they should just be able to run back and forth between the storage bins eventually. Let's just go and check that none of the other tasks are higher priority. Yeah, that's all priority 8. You know, let's make that priority 5 again. We don't need to do that immediately. Okay. Let me just check this power line. There's quite a few consumers on it, and there's a thermo aqua tuner as well. Where's the thermo aqua tuner? That would be this one over here, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's already kind of overloading. I don't think we can fit another oil well on that. We do just straight up have another space for a consumer line somewhere. I think we do that instead. I don't know, I guess we'll see. We'll leave it for now. Maybe it'll be okay. I have noticed that we've got a lot more active consumer lines than producer lines at the moment. So that seems to be a sign that we're going to start burning power. But we've still got loads of excess from the steam turbines. So I guess it's just not the case. Like if we go to our actual colony summary, let's see what the power usage is like. Oh, and hey, we've done a year. We've been here for over a year. Very nice. Yeah, so power produced. Surprised we don't have power consumed. That seems like an obvious one. It's been hovering around this level for a while. Power wastage has been consistently quite low. Well, I mean, it's not low, but this is all just steam. I don't think we're consuming more power than usual. I think I will want to take this somewhere separately. So we'll actually disconnect that and connect this up here. Because that line is already yellow. Like, if we go over to the thermal aquatuner that's using it, it is actually running out of power. So that is a sign that I should take more stuff off this line, because it's tripping a lot. So what I could actually do is I could hook up this oil well there as well. Well. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I guess we've actually done a bit more today than I thought we would. The Great Kill area. And obviously we'll have to turn this all back off once the base is at the right temperature again. Can we get to 30 dupes today? That'd be nice. You're a farmer with extra animal husbandry. That sounds good. Pretty good. Lindsay, you can have farming as well. And who did we even just hire? I've just immediately forgotten. Liam. I'm very sorry, Liam. I immediately forgot about you. But I won't forget to move you back to base so you don't get scolded. And then you can have farming and a little bit of ranching. Nice and easy. So we're up to 30 dupes. Woo! You're at cycle 700 something and I'm way ahead of you at 300 cycles. You feel so slow now. That is not a problem. Being slow is not a problem at all. Like, I've kind of... I think that's the main thing that experience with this game lets you do, is it just lets you do things faster. Because what I tend to do is I just constantly push the number of dupes I can have. Like, I'll frequently run into trouble in the early game because I'll have printed too many dupes. But if I solve it, then I've got people to do everything faster. And that's literally what I'm doing at the moment. It's just, like, once we had the 20 dupes in the initial base, we did stuff like get the refined metal, the power, and everything else sorted. And once we had all of the basics, like the reed fiber for the exosuits as well, and some plastic. Once we had all that done, we mostly just focused on hooking up all the water so we can get more oxygen, and then making sure we had excess food, And now we have both of those things. We're just hiring more dupes so that we can do things faster again. But yeah, that's basically it. And I think the other thing is, I usually play this game at speed 1. It's like you're just able to play more cycles per game than me because you have less dupes, and your game will run fast without the dupes just overthinking things. Like, I really don't like speed 2ing it or speed 3ing it because they'll spend so much time pondering. Like, if I go to long commutes, you can see at the moment they're spending about 3% of their time pondering, which is like an 1/8 of the time that they're actually working. They're spent thinking about what to do. Like, you can see here, they've got so many possible errands to do that they're just pausing between each one to calculate what to do. Whereas with less dupes, they don't ponder as long, so they're more efficient, and then you can run it on faster speeds, and you can get more cycles actually done. But yeah, there's definitely no wrong way of playing the game. Also, I need to hook this up. It helps that I already trial and errored a lot of the designs. Like, I figured out what to do with the bathrooms, and I just kind of do the same thing in all my bases now. I think this is what I want to do for my mess halls. I think, and I just copy and pasted this from the last playthrough pretty much. This fish tank, I've refined this over a few different runs, and now I think this is what I'm happy with. Oh my god, we've got a little gulp fry in here. He's so adorable. Then tropical fry is just like, no, I'm adorable. So part of it as well is just I've literally like iterated on a lot of these designs, and now I know just where to put everything. But it's all going to fall apart once I get into the late game, and I get stuff that I haven't done yet, and then it's all going to get very messy very quickly. Anyways, are you guys actually finished yet? No, you've got a little bit of wire to build here, and that's literally it, I think. Everything else is kind of done. This is kind of part of the show. Oh yeah, that's exactly it as well. Like, it's not always, like, doing the most optimum thing isn't always the best streaming experience. And I don't think I'm doing the most optimum thing, but I'm aware that I'm playing it on speed 1, and I'm not usually getting more than 20 cycles per stream. And that's just how it is, but I definitely see the disadvantages of that. Because we usually only end up doing one big thing per stream. Yeah, this room keeps heating up. Like, these things produce heat when they're actually running. But they haven't actually been used this whole time. So these should only actually heat up when they're being used. I'm not sure how this room ended up so hot. I think I know what I have to do. I think I have to literally take the sulfur, and instead of just venting it here immediately, I need to run these pipes as radiant pipes through this room. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. It's like, it's my style to just deliberate on all this stuff. I think that's what we have to do. I think we have to over-chill this block, and then pump the chill stuff through here to cool this room as well before dumping it out. But that does mean we're gonna have to break back in. So we're just gonna have to let this hydrogen out and vent this room again. How much time do I have? I have a little bit of time. Let's dump some oil in here. We do need to build that wire. This is dumping the water in here. Yeah, this room should almost be done. Maybe we do that quickly. So... snip this. And then we'll just break back in here. We'll put the stuff back where we had it before, and we'll just reseal the room. Just do what we did before. Yeah, I don't know why my internet has been so bad tonight. I hope it... it's probably been buffering a little. I always see like the red icon flashing up on OBS when it's dropping frames, and then I worry that people just aren't able to watch the stream, but I think usually it's just like a mild inconvenience. So the thing is, what I need to do is I actually need to take these 3 pipes and have them move separately over this area, and then meet back up in the middle. Need to dump the stuff back in here. By the way, when you instantly dig a large area in Sandbox, you end up with so many pockets of gas that can't transfer easily. It's kind of fun to watch, but also annoying because I want to vacuum. Yeah. So I was actually playing around with Sandbox a little bit today. And something I am interested in doing is like a world generation mod. Like make some new biomes and just roll it out. Kind of like the Bartle map, but like different. Less sort of intentionally kill the player style. Just want to play around with what's there. Because what I wanted to do as well is I wanted to make a mod that adds lithium to the games of metal, because it has really interesting properties. And I was thinking of all the things you could do with it today. You could use it to make advanced batteries. There are air purifiers that use lithium to absorb carbon dioxide. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool if you have a machine where you put carbon dioxide, where it eats carbon dioxide, you put lithium in, and it turns it into sand, and then you can turn the carbon dioxide from your petroleum boilers into sand instead of oil or whatever, and it gives you a different pathway. I'm not sure it'd be balanced. It's just I wanted a reason to code something. I want to try it again. When I was in uni, I used to do Civ 5 modding, and I made a lot of mods for that game. I did a mod that changed the social policies in that game, and I think I got like 3,000 downloads or something. But I haven't really done much modding since, but it does sound fun. Anyways, let's actually finish this off. So, how exactly are we going to do this? We need it to end with all of the pipes going in here. So make these all out of gold. Put them in like that. But we need all of these pipes to run through as well. So I think the first thing we do is we... Actually, let's cut that off and connect this here. Yeah, I think that is what a catalytic converter is. I kind of forgot what that was, but I saw it on Wikipedia. I was literally like, industrial uses for lithium, and it was like air purification. I was like, okay, that sounds like something that would be good in a game. So I think what I'll do is... This is going to be kind of wonky, isn't it? Because I need all 3 of these pipes to go through the hydrogen. Maybe I don't need all 3 of them to go through the hydrogen. Let's see. It's all going to be regular pipe. Or it's all going to be radiant pipe. Let's figure out how this is actually going to go. So I think this pipe takes this bit. We're going to have... 11 tiles to play with, so we want 4, 4, and 3. So one thing that makes sense is doing this. So that pipe gets 3 tiles. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing now. Somehow. So this pipe is actually just going to come around that way. How are we going to get that pipe over there, though? Because it needs to go through here as well. I mean, that's what we want. But we need to be able to actually hook up these pipes. Maybe we do something else instead. Sorry, this is gonna be kind of slow. No, I don't think that's the right solution. Because if I set this here and then I literally just did a giant bridge here, that would work. But that's not how it works. I mean, I could be really fiddly and just go around like this. I could just do that. I think we just do that. It saves time, doesn't it? So instead of that pipe going here, we do this. Okay, I think you guys can build this all. This can stop there. So that pipe will go like this. And this one will just go around like this. That's kind of annoying. That should work. So that way, each of these pipes is cooling this by the same amount. And I think the only way of doing that differently without this bit here would be to move the vent over here. Then that would mean moving all of this stuff around. I think this is fine. I'm not gonna lose sleep over this. And I suppose it doesn't actually matter what the gas is, so long as like we can actually chill it. It doesn't need to absorb a lot of heat. It just needs to be cold when the sulfur comes out. And it needs to not condense, so chlorine is actually fine. You could just leave the chlorine in here. Yeah, I'm just going to remove this tile and we'll just let it fill with chlorine. And then the hydrogen will float out and then we'll finish this. So let's see, that can be insulated. Yeah, that's basically what we want. So that can go there. But yeah, the other uses I was thinking of for lithium, you could use it to make solid rocket fuel. Combining it with aluminium, you get something called lithium hydride. So I was thinking you could combine those two metals and make a more efficient solid fuel if you had access to both metals. And lithium has these interesting properties, but it also reacts with oxygen. So I was thinking if it's exposed to oxygen, it would produce like alkaline dust germs, and if the dupes breathe it in, then they'll take the eye penalty even if they're in oxygen. So I was thinking that it's not too harsh, but it's something to think about. And then you'd find the lithium buried in a biome which had mostly carbon dioxide. So you'd mine it up, bring it back to the base, and then it'd be exposed to oxygen and it'd start producing the germs. Which I thought would be interesting. Okay. There's some carbon dioxide in here. That is a thing. I think I just airflow tile that then to solve that. That is reachable. And then I did read something about lithium being used in the production of material for fusion reactors. But adding a fusion reactor to ONI sounds like a can of worms that I don't really want to explore in a mod that isn't about fusion reactors. So we'll leave that one, I think. What's overheated? A transformer. That checks out. That's what I want to know. Can we blow up our map? It's funny. Right, I don't think we need to dump any more crude oil in here. This should be a vacuum now, shouldn't it? Minecraft is TNT, but we can do better. I'm surprised you can't make explosives in this game and use them to mine. Even if it wasn't, like, simulating combustion, and it literally just caused a large amount of pressure damage, you already have meteors in the game that do that. Why not let the player make their own meteors? Or bombs that acted like meteors, but you trigger with automation. Like, you'd build a wire to the bomb, then you'd flick a switch, activate it, and it would blow up. That should totally be a thing in this game. I feel like it would mesh well with the game's code. Anyways, it looks like we've built all the kilns. That is a lot of kilns. They haven't all been running, but it's still cold as hell, cold as balls down here. We're grabbing some of the clay as well. And there's slime lung germs in the clay. And it's cold in here, so I guess the slime lung germs are dying. I did not consider that we're bringing all this slimy clay into the base. Critter that lays guano. Oh my god, there should totally be a penguin critter. Like, that's such a good idea. I imagine you just make the bombs out of stuff that you would use as rocket oxidizer, and it would have similar efficiency. I'm just going to yellow alert this so I don't forget this. How did this water end up in here? There you go. So we have 25 tons of plastic again. And now that we've got a hydrogen pipe here, I should just plastic these tiles. And we can also sweep the plastic from this room where it is being made. Oh, and we forgot to refill the Draco Ranch. That's not very good. So, wrangle. 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 These ones are full. But yeah, you're all dropping off so much clay. I imagine that you're going to get this all burnt pretty quickly. Although I'm pretty sure that in doing this, we may have let some slime lung germs in here. But that's kind of why we have the buddy buds, to try and eat those germs, just in case they do get in here. Rita Serum made a fascinating video about the guy who sold the fertilizer from also made weapons. Yeah, yeah, life in one hand and death in the other. Yeah, if we look at the germs, dying on solid surrounded by oxygen. Well, the ceramic won't have germs on it, will it? So we should be killing all the germs that we bring up this way. Don't think I'm actually that worried. But I am going to do something a bit zany. We're going to bring all the dupes into this room and consume all of the oxygen. There aren't any other gases in here, are there? It's just carbon dioxide, which we can vent already. I'm going to do something really stupid, just because I can. So, you can move there. You can move here. We're going to do what we talked about in your stream. It's going to send everyone to this room. I'm going to consume all of the oxygen. I'm going to have a party in the oil well. Let's give it a try. We'll need to remove everyone's suits as well. Man, this is really confusing. Okay, we have 30 dupes. Maybe we're not going to move everyone in there. No, you did acknowledge the idea. You did. Don't worry about it. And you don't need to acknowledge my ideas anyways. You don't owe me anything. I guess there'll be enough dupes. You're not going to scold in here, are you? No, it's just below scolding. I didn't actually consider that. Okay, you are actually scolding. Okay, no, this is stupid. Get out there. This is already running. I'll just vent it the normal way. Just everyone leave. Get out of there. We can redeliver those suits. You brought me all the way out across the map for this. Yeah, we'll just hope the gas pressure in the natural gas storage deletes it like it did before. That's what we'll do. So we can just connect it directly to this pipe, I think. We could, except we've got a giant assembly of pipes in the way over here. I don't really want to mess with the steam pipe. So this over here. I am going to insulate this pipe because we don't want this heat going to the base long term. Even if we kind of need some heat at the moment. It doesn't seem like very good practice. So there we go. It was not a very clever idea because they all scolded. It would have worked for your base though because the oxygen was cold. There's one more oil well as well, but there's so much stuff around here. I'm just kind of going to leave that for another time. Did we... We made a mess. Lindsay made a mess because she didn't do the outhouse. We should really set up plumbing over here at some point. But I mean... You can actually come back now. Like, you don't need to be here anymore. You sent all the eggs over for now. Or am I just going to leave you here to keep shuffling eggs over? I mean, how is this looking? Yeah, tending the plant, even though it's not actually growing. It's neat. Got a little grub over here. No, we'll leave you over here. Just make sure you actually do the outhouse. Okay. So I get the... Yeah, you guys just grabbing a load of coal to bring it up here as well. Well, it should be generating a decent amount of heat. So you get the whole base slightly above this chilled threshold. And we're just going to end up with a lot of ceramic after all of this. How many critters we got? We got one over here. We want this to be 6. Yeah, it's a shame you can't wrangle critters and send them between planets. I suppose that would be too easy. I should put coal in these as well. That would be the really smart thing to do. Yeah, there's one more ammo suit that you guys need to drop off. Thank you. Then we can... Am I actually going to remove the pitcher pumps? I'm going to remove this one because we are going to want to use the space quite efficiently. Yeah, you guys shouldn't have too much to do at the moment. Like, if I go to priorities, construction, you've just got a couple of pipe segments. It's all insulated in here. I think the amount of heat that's going to be moved by this sauna setup is going to be so low, I think we can handle it. But that natural gas is going to be extremely hot, so I don't really want to drop that up here. Or actually, I think what we'll do, every little bit helps. We'll make this regular pipe for now, and we'll insulate it later. We'll just remember to do that. Yeah, these temperatures are going up a little bit. It's just not enough. The plastic is doing a pretty good job insulating. It's going to take a while to heat all of this up. It's probably why I've had so much trouble. But I didn't want to make this all metal tile. So you've got the spindling grubfruit plant and you've got the grubfruit plant. And they both seem to have the same requirements, just one is tended and one isn't. Okay. Looks like people are back over here digging stuff up. No one's trapped themselves. Guess I set these to priority 5. What time is it? 20 to 11. Did we actually get this finished? Yeah, so this is all finished. And it's all chlorine in here. So let's get this tile built. We'll just let it be chlorine in here. And the oil will sweep that up. I don't think it needs to be hydrogen. It doesn't need to retain a lot of heat. It just needs to be a gas, and it needs to be coolable by the sulfur. And that should fill both of those things, and that will absorb the heat that these things produce. Because if this room is hot when the sulfur comes out, the sulfur will just come out hot regardless of how cold it is in here. Oh, we deleted those transformers. We never rebuilt them. That wasn't very smart. Rebuild them. I put it to yellow alert so I didn't forget, and then I immediately forgot. That sounds about right. Yeah, people should be using these. Yeah, also it's going to come use that one. People are going to come use these too. And yeah, the steam did actually back up, so I'm glad that we've still got this pipe. They do definitely have a fixed animation for which spot they're in. I thought it might have been like an athletics skill thing, but it's not. It's just the same thing regardless. It's not like the surfboard in that regard. Oh, and this needs to be below 5,000. We're just going to vent all of this. So yeah, we'll go to cycle 375, and then we'll wrap it up. I need to give people skill points. We have so many people now that I should just be giving everyone skill points. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through everyone's skill points like halfway through the stream, and I'm only going to do it once. Because otherwise we'll just be doing this for like ages. And that's not very cash money. How's it looking? So the Buddy Bird, 20 to 40. Hoping they won't die. That's probably too good to be true. I also love this portrait of the Quinn on the gassy moo. Gassy moos are cool. It's just a shame they don't reproduce. But yeah, let's actually watch and see what's happening with that gas in that pipe. So oxygen is coming around there. It's eventually going to get dumped in the other room. Let's just watch it go all the way. Well, I'm not going to watch it that long. We've rebuilt this. It is just... Oh, we got polluted oxygen here. What a pain. How did that get in there? I want it to all be the same gas. I guess we can actually deconstruct all of these tiles now. Oh. Not like that. So we'll let all the gases through. Yeah, that will do. Then damn it. Yeah, that will do. Who we got? We got another dupe. We got an arcaleptic. We've got supplying with increased machinery. That is fine. So Godsman can join the colony. And she is going to have supplying. She is going to go in the base. And she is going to get... yeah, she's got the skills. And she's going to prioritize these things. And a little bit of operating. Yeah, we're slowly getting the numbers up. We're consuming a lot of oxygen. Oh my god, who was that sparkle speaking? Was that Hassan again? Yeah, it's Hassan again. he's on a rampage. Here I go again. Yeah. Right. And now, oh, now I've got carbon dioxide in here again. That's so fucking... Right, I'm just going to yellow alert this. I just want to make sure the people are actually doing this. We need to actually vacuum seal it. Gas is just being stupid. Trying to figure out how to make magma into debris in the smallest space possible. I don't know. I haven't actually done anything with magma. I think the only thing I ever did was my old petroleum boiler. I'll get back to you on that one tomorrow. Because nothing's immediately striking me. And odds are I'll be watching you tomorrow. If you're streaming tomorrow. Right. Let's rebuild this. Get this finished. Because I think each material has a different threshold, like mass threshold, in which it turns into tiles and debris. I think you probably do the same thing you do with the sulfur. You'd micro pump it over a mesh tile, and it would condense into a little blob. That's what I would do, but I don't know anything about it. Usually people take advantage of the magma blade where at 10 tiles the magma forms a tip in a very small amount and then you drip that. I think I've seen someone do that, but I don't understand it. So I will leave that for someone else. Right, please tell me this is all going to end up being chlorine. Yellow alert this. Go on, Rowan, build it. I see you there. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Yeah, what you can do... Okay, that's done. Okay, that's good. Let's just sweep all of this stuff up. And then we'll go. The advantage of doing this as well is we can tile it without any oil being in here. But yeah, what you can do with the pump is you can actually trick it. Like if you have a liquid here, like a normal liquid here, and then you have like a super hot liquid here, I think, then the pump will pump them evenly. Like it'll pump one packet of this and then one packet of this. And then you have it set to a filter so that it vents the liquid here back over here. So basically you're pumping the liquid at half the rate, but it's not actually noticing the temperature of the liquid. So the pump doesn't overheat because it's not in contact with the liquid. There's definitely lots of people who've done that on YouTube. I don't think I've done that before, but that is how you would pump magma. And I think that would work. But obviously whatever you made your mesh tile out of would need to not melt with magma. Okay, let's try building those. This won't activate for another 24 cycles, so we've got some time. Then the natural gas room. We've ended up with some oxygen in here. I mean, that was kind of... I guess the carbon dioxide was getting compressed because it was heavier than the natural gas. But the oxygen was lighter, so it didn't actually get deleted. So that's not ideal. But we have finished venting this. I think someone can come in here without getting scolded. You know what? We're actually going to do it. I'm going to build a door here. I'm going to make it out of gold. I'm going to let someone just chill out in here for a bit. Although, if they do... Actually, no. If they do that, they'll end up in this bit. I need doors here to do that. I could do that. I don't really want all that oxygen going into the... Oh, it already has been. And I forgot to rebuild one of them. Okay, look. Let's speed 1 it again. Yeah, just breathe all of this. Just stay here. Just a little bit longer. And come back. Your job is to stay in here for a little bit, okay? No, come back. You won't get scolded in here. It's not that hot in here. Is this actually working? It is. I just need to be persistent with it. Oh, and then there's some CO2. No, I'm not doing this whole time. That's so stupid. No. But Ellie, you are going to need to go back to base. I'm not going to do that for the next 10 minutes. I'm trying 3 mechanical doors and 3 different timers, but it only seems to work about half the time. Yeah, it sounds like it would be complicated, whatever ends up happening. Yeah, this is just going up. I think we just let them take the damage and rebuild them. I should have just vented that properly, but whatever. Meantime, how's the heat looking in here? So it looks like we're starting to get a decent amount of heat in here. These ones have been running a lot more often than the others. Hydrogen generator taking damage. Yep, we need to place that one. Okay, well at least this is sealed now with a decent amount of chlorine. And this oil well is working. I'd like to see a few more of these kilns up and running. We need people to drop coal off. We do have coal. Well, the magma teleported through the insulation and melted the power generator. Nice. How beneficial. Didn't forget to rebuild anything over here, did I? I don't think I did. These aren't growing because they don't have any carbon dioxide. Maybe I need to move this thing up here. I'll do that. I basically don't want this skimmer running most of the time. These guys tame yet? They are decreasing in wildness. We are getting some more eggs. That guy's tame. Okay. It's not too bad. We're slowly getting more heat in the base through here. So that's good. And this needs to be carbon dioxide. So basically, that all the carbon dioxide slink down here, and then when it gets to this level, turn on. Yeah, I really should have just vented this properly. I'll enable auto repair on these ones. I'll just let them auto repair it. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. Building broken. Yep. Let's just deconstruct and reconstruct these ones. They're very damaged. Oh, right. Once I've done this, I'm gonna wrap it up because I need to get to bed. Actually, you know, I'm just gonna get to bed now. It's late. I'm tired. But thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Or actually, I might not be back tomorrow because I might plan out the puff branches instead. But I will let you know via the Discord. So I will see you later. Bye for now.